Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, a happy Monday to you all. Cannot believe it is already the end of July. Time flies. Absolutely flies. But, anyways, Monday. Hopefully you enjoyed your weekend. Hopefully you're off to a good start on your week. We've got music to check out. We've got new music to check out. And this one has been a very long time coming. Because it feels like it was ages ago already when we got the first little glimpse of this era. ITZY are back with the brand new era. I believe it was called Kill My Doubt EP, and the title track, simply titled Cake, has finally dropped. Bet on me genuinely feels like it was so long ago now already, and it's been a long wait until the full release, but the full release is finally here, and I'm very excited to check it out. So we have the title track and the MV, which we're going to be watching here. We have the album listen, or the rest of the EP, which we'll be checking out later today, if it isn't out already. And yeah, so I'm very excited. So let's jump into it. I don't usually talk about title track compositions and things like that, but with me getting stuff ready for the album listen, I saw that Black Eyed Pilsing had a hand in this, and that makes me very excited indeed, because I love Black Eyed Pilsing and their work. So let's check out what this is like. Here we go.
참 바래도 내 시간은 never waits 똑같은 건 뻔해 또 다른 걸 난 원해 chase
It's got a bounce to it.
존중해줘 out to me you do you 너는 나는 나 좋잖아 KK can't wait till I bite them 어차피 인생은 내꺼
I was about to say, it's like a combination of being too slow and too fast. But once that rap flow came in, I understand now. Whoa! Oh my goodness. What an interesting chorus. Or this? Does this song technically have two hooks? Oh my goodness, okay. Oh, the song structure is so wild. It's like this chorus all of a sudden goes really super bright, and then all of a sudden, this post-chorus ends up being like the main hook of the song. Or at least I reckon this is what the kind of dance challenges are going to be. And it's a nice, hefty length for a post-chorus too. And then go gentle for the bridge, okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Bring the beat back one time. Oh, and we don't get that post-chorus one last time. Okay. Okay. Whoa. It's actually a really interesting song stylistically, because for me, it kind of feels like bridging a gap between kind of like two different phases of ITZY and their discography. Is it definitely has the cutesy kind of gentler sound, the more youthful sound, kind of like the youthful innocence kind of sound, especially that chorus from their earlier releases. But it definitely has a little bit more of like a mature like bounce to the beat in other parts, especially like that post chorus. Pairing that chorus and the post chorus together very much feels like two different halves of ITZY coming together, and I think that's really neat. Because they're, for me, ITZY and their music have kind of been in two different phases for me. Like I love their early stuff, and while maybe I might not be as receptive of their newer stuff, I've still enjoyed it to an extent. But kind of seeing both of them come together in one song like this is really interesting. The composition for me is what really kind of has my brain gears moving. Because of all the little pieces that go into the song, like different phrases, chorus, post chorus, verse, pre chorus, things like that, they aren't really exactly the same as what other kind of pop artists do in the industry. Like, we'll kind of run through it again and just kind of piece by piece see what the first verse is like. So this is the hook, which in the song is kind of like a post-chorus in a way. Interesting little semantic satiation thing going on with this song too. Here's a psychology lesson for you. Semantic satiation is kind of a phenomenon where you hear a word repeated so often that it kind of starts losing the purpose or like the meaning of the word. And for me, like by the end of the song, the word cake in this song, in the context of the song, kind of sounds just like sounds rather than the word cake. And I think that's really interesting, especially because cake is a word with very strong consonants in it. Cake. I think it adds a nice rhythmic quality to it. But anyways, continue. Verse. Half two of verse 1. Can't wait till I shoot them more goody and I also do like that they kind of offset high vocal with the rap verse right away. This is so interesting. With the way that build was written, this kind of like formula-wise can be interpreted in so many different ways. So like if you treat Ryujin and Yuna's verse as a pre-chorus, this is now officially the chorus. If you treat that rap verse as the second half of verse 1, this is now a pre-chorus. But what's giving me the kind of chorus vibes is the way that rap verse leads in to this kind of portion of the song. So typically when you listen to pop song and you go into the chorus, there's a build into the chorus, you hear the riser, the white sound kind of building in the background, and like this is very much a chorus type of release, which leads me to think that the rap verse is actually a pre-chorus. And then this is like a post-chorus, which is also the main hook of this song. It's just like they've taken certain things, certain kind of commonplace, kind of, if you want to call them objects within like the song writing formula. So like they've taken a post-chorus and turned it into a hook. They've taken all the qualities that a chorus is supposed to have and moved it to the post-chorus, but still had a proper chorus. And it's like, Whoa, trying to like follow this song from a compositional point of view with only kind of the standard pop song formula in mind is kind of a trip because it doesn't. It's riding the fine line between is it falling into that proper composition or is it falling into a little bit of like an experimental composition direction, and I kind of love it. It's This is actually quite an interesting era for them because I mean we've had three MVs for this era so far, right? We've had Bet on Me, we've had Cake, and we've had one more, which I have the set album list. None of my business, right? Those are three very different songs off the rip, one, two, and three. And then we have three more songs on this album. And honestly, based off of the album and like the music that I've heard so far, I don't really have an idea of what direction this album is going to take in terms of its B-sides now, which is a very exciting thing to think about because it leaves me kind of in that mysterious kind of expectant phase when it comes to approaching new music. And kind of like the anticipation and the excitement of listening to new music, but also being unpredictable. Like that unpredictableness is very cool. But I'm vibing with it. I'm vibing with it heavy. And hopefully that's the same for the rest of the album. I know, of course, we're going to be checking out the album later today if it isn't out already. But as for this song and the MV, that is it from me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be, checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness to may brighten someone else's day to day, and know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.